Welcome, today we're creating this Dungeons & Dragons inspired PowerPoint presentation. Start by inserting a rectangle. This will be our menu on the left-hand side of the slide. With the rectangle in place, right-click it and remove the outline. Then change the fill color to any color you'd like. Now it's time to add some circles to the slide. These circles will then hold the icons on the menu. Set the height and width of your circle. I set mine to 2.5 centimeters to make sure it fits in the menu. Duplicate the circle by holding Ctrl and dragging the circle. Select all of the circles, then click Align and select Align vertically. With all of the circles selected, right-click one circle and remove the outline. Change the color of the circle to match the color of the menu. Now it's time to insert some icons. Go to the Insert tab and click Icons. Now, select the icons you want to use to represent the different items in your menu. My icons are used to represent chapters in the story, but they can be used any way you like. Insert the icons and fit them inside the circles by adjusting their size and position. Select all of the circles and their icons, then hold Ctrl and drag a duplicate outside the slide next to the menu. Remove the circle in the background from the icons on the slide and drag the icons to the black menu. Position the icons so that the middle icon is in the middle of the slide. Move the outer circles so that they're in level with the icons. Duplicate the middle circle and place it in the middle of the slide. Select the rectangle and rotate it accordingly. Then move the rectangle to the middle of the slide and stretch it. Drag the rectangle so the upper edge of the rectangle is in the middle of the circle. Select the circle and change its color to make it easier to see. Now, insert a triangle and rotate it. Position the triangle in the middle of the slide. Make sure everything is centered by selecting the shapes and aligning them to the center. Then hold Ctrl and drag out the triangle to make sure it covers the entire circle. Select the triangle and click Edit Points, which you can find in the Shape Format tab. Now click the points with the Shift button held down and shape the triangle as I do. You can drag the rectangle up a bit without holding Shift to get it closer to the circle. Now, select the rectangle and then the triangle. Go to Shape Format, then Merge Shapes and click Subtract. This will create the dent in our rectangle that we'll use to move between items in the menu. Rotate the rectangle back to its initial angle and reposition it on the left-hand side. Remove the circle in the middle of the slide, then drag the rectangle to the first item in the menu. Select the first icon in the menu, then right-click the icon and select No Fill. Now, select the circle outside the slide and position it in the hole we subtracted. With the circle in place, insert a new slide and duplicate the slide to match the number of icons in the menu. You can duplicate the slide by selecting the slide and clicking Ctrl+D or right-clicking the slide in the slide menu. Now we need to direct the icons in the menu to the different slides. Select an icon and go to the Insert tab, then click Action. Hyperlink the icon to a slide and then do the same for the rest of the icons. Now that our icons are configured, it's time to copy them to the rest of the slides to make sure the settings are copied too. Select all of the circles, icons, and the rectangle and copy them to the rest of the slides. Make sure to select all of the circles, right-click one of the circles and select Send to Back. This should be done in the first slide, which I forgot. This is the second slide in the story, which means we need to adjust the rectangle to the second item in the menu. Move the first circle back outside the slide and refill the first icon. Remove the fill of the second icon and move the second circle into the slide. Once done, move to the next slide and do the same for the third icon and then the rest. If you want a smoother transition between the slides, select all of the slides, go to Transitions and select the Morph transition. If you don't have the right version of PowerPoint, this option won't be available for you. But that's okay. Because the transition was so slow, I selected all of the slides again and changed the duration of the transition. Somewhere between half a second and a second is better. Insert a rectangle and place it on the bottom of the slide. This is where we'll keep our text. Remove the outline from the rectangle and change the color to fit the rest of the theme. Right-click the rectangle and go to Format Shape, then increase the transparency. Insert a text box for the header and another one for the text. I copied mine from the slides. Play around with the size, font, and color until you're happy. Now it's time to insert the background images. Right-click the background and select Format Background. Under Fill, check the box for Picture or Texture Fill, then click Insert and insert an image from a source of your choice. You can add icons and shapes to decorate the page further. Because I want the presentation to be an interactive experience, I'll add some additional elements that are clickable. Let's create a slide zoom that shows the viewer what's inside the portal. The slide will be clickable and take the viewer to the slide they clicked on. Position the slide zoom accordingly, then go to the Zoom tab and check the box Return to Zoom. It's time for us to add the rest of the background images. Do the same as we did before when adding the backgrounds. Let's also add some arrows so anyone reading the presentation can turn to the next page or move to the next slide in style. Position the arrow where you want it, adjust its size, and change its color. Before you copy everything over like I did, remember to hyperlink the arrow to the next slide. This way you won't have to go through every slide and do it. When that's done, copy the text, header, rectangle and arrow and place it in the other slides. Make sure the rectangle is sent to the back so the icons and text don't fall behind it. You can now duplicate the slides and continue adding pieces to the story, add images, create dungeons, and prepare challenges for the story. Thank you for watching. Here are some of the images I've used for this project. Subscribe for more content like this.